Hi folks, hope your week's going well. Bit of an update from me. As you can hear, I'm not particularly well, so it's been a little bit of a rough one for me. Limited progress on the car, but been still working on the van, getting that ready for MOT, and focus on a bit more of the admin side of things and ordering spares and more parts to keep the build going. As you can see, coming to you from inside what's built of the car thus far to try and cheer myself up a little bit. Had a bit of unfortunate news this week from a guy looking at my engines. I'm running the older air-cooled style engine in this car. Would love to be on the newer style water-cooled engine, but unfortunately just beyond my financial reach at the moment. And the car came with an air-cooled engine originally, so that's what I've been running. I'd kind of saved and bought two kind of second-hand spare backup engines. One initially, which I ran, and it didn't seem to have much power, so I ended up getting another one, and was hoping this year that I could kind of have someone look at them for the first time, do a bit of an assessment on the engines, and hopefully kind of build me a good race engine and kind of a half decent backup engine out of the three. As it turns out, the news I'm getting back is that they're all junk, in his words. He said of my kind of best engine that the head gasket was blowing, the barrel had so much wear in it he could pretty much change the piston rings without taking the engine apart, and that the valves had been ground so far back into the head that he was surprised I had any compression. So sounds like all of them are pretty useless at the moment, and unfortunately there's not going to be enough parts among them to kind of do what I needed to. So, you know what? I'm choosing to take it as a bit of a mixed bag. Obviously, I've now got to find a bit more money to build them. And what's a bit more of a concern is finding the parts. Obviously, these engines are quite old. Anything from a racing background, you don't really know the history of. So I'm looking more towards kind of road bike and getting an engine or engine parts out of one of them to try and breathe some life back into these three and see what we can do. But ultimately, I've been kind of, getting some good midfield finishes from these engines as it stands. Breaking into the top 10 on quite a few occasions and even sitting as high as fourth in a couple of races. So, good news on that front. I'm pretty happy that, my driving can't be too far off with kind of that kind of engine performance. And yeah, fingers crossed we can scrap heap challenge something together and give me a bit more performance next year. Anyway, take care, and there'll be more updates to follow. See ya.